everybody should have them, and I want to tattoo everybody.
No, really, I don't like tattoos.
I would say I'm indifferent, but yes, if they're nice ones, yeah.
I suppose I find them a bit strange. I've never really been tempted to have one.
I was in the band, and if I wanted to play in the band, I couldn't get a proper job. I couldn't. If I get a good job and then I say, oh, I need to go away for a month, I say, well, you're fired, you know. So I started this, and luckily my boss is my friend, so he lets me go on tour and come back and play. Different cultures want different things. A lot of the Asian culture get a lot of religious stuff. People that want old tattoos covered up with something, like names of their ex-boyfriends. It's kind of like, I say it's like a scratch, you know, if a cat scratches you, it's kind of like that, but you know, it's ongoing. But as soon as you stop tattooing, it doesn't hurt. A woman came in and she wanted something just here, and we did the first line, because when you haven't had a tattoo, we do a little line so you can feel it, and then we carry on. Is that okay? Everything good? And she was like, no, I don't want it anymore. So she left.
That was my favorite when I was working on the project, as I said. I think it's very... Well, I have a very personal connection to this person and to this picture, because I've been watching her get into tattoo for about 4 hours, and it was a very painful session. She was crying at some point. This is the way for me to dive into this culture. Because apparently I've started getting tattoos, and I really like the whole process of it, and it got me curious.
It's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want. It's our party, we can love what we want. We can kiss who we want, we can screw what we want. It's our party, we can do what we want. It's our party, we can say what we want.
I found it really interesting when I got this tattoo, because I didn't design this one. This design was Tattooist's design. He had it on his wall, and I just chose it. So this is completely his design. So this is his work on my arm. This is his art on my arm.
I mean, like this one is from, you know, Zelda?
Oh.
The video game Zelda? Me and my sister used to play when we were kids. So she has it on her side, and I have it there. And the rest of them are just little things that, because I play in a band, sometimes I get them on tour as well. So.
Are there any special meanings of your own tattoos?
No, not really. I just get, if I see something that looks cool, I'll try and fit that somewhere.
This one is completely my design.
Wow.
And everything else I've sort of collaborated on. I wanted it to just look like a scribble, but also like a sort of broken flower. It's a very manly thing to have.
Yeah, I got this one about 2 years ago. It was my first tattoo ever. These are doors or gates which are opening towards you, and the light is coming out of it, and there is an eye on top of it. Yeah, and there are other elements such as for background. I was quite sure I would get tattoos at some point since I turned, I don't know, 16 or 18, but I've been waiting for about 5 or 6 years until I had an ID which was suitable.
Well, I got these sort of traditional, well, not traditional, but the like, Japanese waves, because my granddad died recently, my grandfather, and he said, you know, life can be good if you stay on top of the waves. So I've got some waves on my arm, and there's a bird on top of the waves, you know, so just illustrates the point, really.
Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. We see you when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep, cause you love it too much.
It's not that accepted. People, like, when people come into the shop and they ask for something on their neck or on their hands, we tell them to think about it before we do it. We prefer not to do it, because if they go for a job interview, it's still not really acceptable.
Well, people are just looking at me, but they're looking here as well. I love the result. I love wearing tattoos. I love my tattoos. I love the way it looks, the way I feel wearing them.
You know, a tattoo will have some of that recording element to it, but at the same time, it's just something that I can be happy looking at in a couple of years' time as well.
I think if you're happy with what it is and you know that these are going to be old and that one day you're going to be old, if you're happy with that, then you won't regret it.
I don't regret any things I do. It's just part of me.
Draw all of this. This is my stuff. I didn't draw all of it. Like, this stuff is a friend of mine. That's my friend as well.
I don't know how to show it properly because it's very spatial.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do like tattoos very much, yeah.
Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.